Hello, I'm Dom Lipscombe and I'm from Finder CIC based in Liverpool. We were formed at the end of last year, but I'd noticed in the news at the time there was a current MP who charges food banks to use a mobile application to support their use. And I decided as a software developer that this isn't very acceptable, so I set out to develop our own completely free competitor, which is currently being developed by our fantastic team of volunteers, and it was being guided by our head of product, Sarah Dodd, who is actually an ex Liverpool Football Club co-op group AstraZeneca project manager, so it's in very good hands. During COVID-19, however, things have taken a strange turn, as you'd expect, and sometime in March, I got a phone call to say Northwest Ambulance Service needed a PPE. So we put a tweet out there, and we straight away got a list of possible suppliers for PPE. And since then, we've been connecting with more around the world, and we've made very, very good contacts directly to manufacturers and distributors. What we've actually been doing is we've been buying and selling this large PPE to organisations in the UK and also around the world. We've been buying from countries such as China, Taiwan, Malaysia, India, Turkey, America, the UK, Germany, Poland, you name it. What we have actually been also doing is bulk ordering on behalf of organisations in the UK. This has allowed us to bring prices down while meeting minimum order quantities. Some organisations obviously don't need 50,000 of one product. That's where we come in to put the orders together. On top of that, we've also been buying directly for organisations such as the NHS, the care homes, hospices, high-risk individuals, food banks, you name it. We have basically helped them out in some way. A large part of what we have been doing also is actually a fundraiser. This has allowed us to raise money to buy PPE for those who genuinely need it, and therefore they can get the products for free. We did this because while we were happy with just sourcing normally and providing at cost to the people who genuinely needed it, we had groups of doctors and nurses coming to us who were actually paying for their own PPE, and to be honest with you, that didn't really sit right with me, because they're doing a hard enough job as it is already without that as well. So we raised thousands of pounds, and this allowed us to get PPE directly to the people who need it for free. One of the hardest things about what we've been doing has got to be the background checks on making sure a supplier is legit. This does take quite a while to do properly, because we want to make sure who we are paying, they are legit and they're going to send us what we actually want. Because you've got to remember, even if they do send us a product, it might not be the exact product we asked for. Now bear in mind, we are dealing with medical equipment, everything has to be spot on. We've come across so many good suppliers, but also so many bad ones. So we've come across a company pretending to be a multinational medical company. They had a very similar domain. They had the same they were using the same VAT number, and so on. Now these companies, to me, it's horrible. They shouldn't be making money out of a pandemic like that. It's disgusting. This has been one of the fastest moving things in my life, I think, where things at one point were changing multiple times a day. But now, as the PPE does start to settle down, we are now putting our main focus back on to getting the apps set up and out there, which hopefully we'll be able to launch extremely soon. We're looking to launch it at a few food banks around Liverpool first, and then nationally around the country.